Hello everyone, good morning. I hope you all are fit and healthy. You all are taking all precautions from the virus. I'm Ms. Aisha Siddiqui and you all are on the channel of Arham College where we are doing the second year BA students and we are on the topic of drama where we are doing the third semester portion. All right. So let's go ahead. What all we did in the previous lecture, it was about chorus, about setting, about the types of characters involved in Shakespeare's plays, then the three types of performing arts, also the importance of performing arts. We saw what all subjects are required for performing arts. Now today we'll be doing ahead all other question answers round of drama. Let's go ahead. And now we'll be doing climax in a play. Now, bring out the significance of climax. What do you mean by the significance of climax? All the importance of climax and why a climax is so important in a story. And we need to give little examples also. Climax in Greek means ladder with a slope. Now you know that what do you mean by climax? Ladder, that means you're going to climb the ladder with a slope, means that you can come out down from it. That is the end. All right, you climb, and you've come back to it. So whatever, wherever the story is starting from the beginning, whatever scenes are shown in the movie or in the play, what is the end that matters, right? So suppose it's a suspense movie and some murder movie going on, and someone has murdered someone, and the police is finding who's the murderer, and so many searches and people they catch, and later on they come to know that there's one person who did it. So that's the climax when they reveal what's the main part of the story. So far the story was going on and searching, and all the process was going on. There was music, there was dance, there was what all things are involved in the middle. But at the end of the story, there is a climax that comes out. What does that mean? The main part of the story is revealed. That is known as climax. Now, it is the highest point of happening in a play. The highest point, the most important thing in a drama is the climax. In most plays, climax is reached with the hero and villain fighting each other face to face and the hero winning the battle. Most of the movies you must have seen so much of, there's of war or a fight going on from so long. They're fighting from their end. One is fighting from his place, the other one is fighting from his place. They're making all plans and strategies to for the other person to lose. And what happens in the end? They have to come face to face and they fight with each other, and the hero is going to win. That's the normal climax of a story. When it comes to murder and suspense movies, at the end the person is revealed, right? Now, climax occurs when events develop either for or against the main characters. Climax mostly involve that against the main character, that's the villain, or with the main character. That means if it's a love story and the actor and the actress who love each other and they are separated by some cause, and later on in the climax, finally they are meeting, like Dilwale Dulhaniya, you will see Ja Simran Ja, and then you will find that she finally meets the one she loves. So that's the climax where it is for the main character. But there is also some stories where there is against the main character, where the last climax is shown by fighting the villain and the hero is going to win. So these are the two types of climaxes, for the main character and against the main character. All right, it is the highest points on the story, usually the most intense point of the story. So I hope you understood what is climax. Moving forward, let's see one example of the climax. If you have watched in which Marian Elizabeth Doolittle's transformation, and people's remark that Eliza speaks like Queen Victoria is a climax of the play. So it's a play that has been played, and the the end is that she acts like Queen Victoria. So if you all have seen that, it's an amazing play, and this is the climax. This is the climax of that play. Now, what is the triangular structure of drama? Triangular, triangular structure of drama. What do you mean by that? There are various ways of classifying what a drama is, right? For example, beginning, middle, and the end. Now, the drama has a beginning point, the middle point, and the end point. What do you mean by the beginning point? Just introducing the characters who all are going to come in the story or who all are going to watch. So, if you are watching, let's take GOT, right? What is GOT? Game of Thrones. I hope you all have watched it. It's a very, very famous Hollywood series that was out. And then if you see in the starting only, there's only introduction of characters, right? So this one, these people are from the north, the other people are from the south, and they're showing who are the loyal people, who are the cunning people, who are playing games and all. So all this is the introduction, just showing the characteristics. The middle part comes where a lot of drama is going on. All are just mixing, and there's some confusion in the story, and there has to be a conclusion to it, and then the end at the climax. All right. Structurally, so the middle, the start, the middle, and the end. So you can say it's a triangular structure for the drama. Now, if you see structural, the drama should have a well demarcated beginning. It should have a very, very defined beginning. Like in the start only, people should feel, wow, what a movie, I want to watch ahead. Otherwise, what happens? You put on the movie, or you put on the play, or you're watching a play, and then if the beginning itself is very boring and the characters are not very good, and you feel like they're not acting good, or maybe uh nothing is good in that in the starting, maybe in the middle and the end it will be great and it will be fascinating. But if the start itself is boring, what will happen? We just switch off the movie, or we just say that just put on something else, right? This is boring. So it is very important for a drama to have the beginning like a flash and dha, 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 right? So that people or the audience are captured and they are stuck to the scene, and they don't feel like getting up because they want to watch more. Looking at in the beginning has to be so much intense. Of course the climax is intense, but the beginning has to be somewhat very exciting so that the people would like to watch ahead. Otherwise, no purpose if they just switch and they feel that the starting is not good. Maybe later on they'll hear from people that, oh, this movie was good, and then they'll go and watch. But for the first time, they'll not watch it if the beginning is not good. So it has to be a very good and dramatic beginning. A middle and end, of course. It should not be a long chain of many events. So when you start, you should not pull the introduction so much, so slowly the actress is running and running and it's not getting over. They're only talking about the beauty of the actress, right? Of course, all this has to come. But if they go on like taking so long only for that, I think it has no purpose, right? People will get bored that how much are you going to introduce this character, right? So it should not be very long chain of events going on. It should be good, should be attractive, but in a very short period of time it should get over. Also, highly melodramatic events to write should be repeated to have happened behind the stage. So it should be very dramatic so that they capture the mind of people. The play should neither be very lengthy nor be very short. If it's very lengthy, people will get bored. If it's very short and interesting, but it's very short, what will happen that they're like, we took the tickets for so much and we just got to see this much, not worth it, right? Even though it is a very exciting thing, but they will not find that worth. So it should not be very short and it should not be very long as well. The exposition, development, and conflict and climax. The exposition, the development, the conflict, and the climax are the three important triangular structure: the start, the middle, and the end. So, in a proper dramatic form, you say it as development, conflict, and climax. Development, the start, the conflict that's going on in the middle, and then the climax, who's winning and losing. So, these are the triangular structures of drama. You can put it into your own words also. So, we are doing this question answer rounds and we're explaining it to you so that it becomes easy for you all to even write it in your own words. Once you read it online or something or in your book, it's very easy for you all to understand. Okay. Now, we'll see these three in detail: exposition, development, and conflict. We'll see all these in detail. Exposition, it's an introduction of characters, as I said. that in the beginning you have to introduce the character. So if it's an actor who's very I mean, the movie is about some action, right? So they have to show his muscles, and he's fighting with someone, and with one chatka the person is gone, right? All these things. And if the actress, they've shown her, she's very beautiful, so they have to show her with her lehrata dupatta and all that stuff. And for long they have to show about her beauty and all that stuff, so that the actor is going to go with her, and all of those characters. So introduction of the characters, there's some evil character who's very evil, so they have to introduce him with a very evil thing in the start itself, so the people understand, oh, this is the evil one, or he's the main villain. That has to be setting idea about the theme. So what the movie is about. Now if we are watching the movie and we know, for example, we are watching Dilwale Dulhaniya, as everyone knows this, so I am taking this as a part. So we know it's a love movie because the actor has been shown, the actress has been shown, her beauty has been shown, and she's shown in a very different place. He's shown as a very different character, and then they'll be meeting up. So these things are shown in the starting itself, so that you know what is the movie about. Now, if you've come to watch a horror movie and there's some love scene in the starting itself, you will see what is going on. We have come for a horror movie, or we've come for a horror play, and this is the thing going on. So, in the starting itself, it has to be shown that the theme is very important, right? The theme is this. Then comes the development of conflict. Now, development of conflict is the fight, right? The story takes a defined shape. A plot or a subplot is slowly being built. So some defined shape. Now you know, you already have gone into the story, you have known about the characters. Now you have to bring up interesting things in the middle. So a lot of interesting things and plots and plans and strategies and all are shown in the middle of the drama, right? So that people are excited to see the end. Then comes the conflict. It's an essence drama. One part of the movie has to be there with some conflict or fight, right? Uses some sort of conflict, maybe not dishum dishum, but with mind and strategy. It may be of will or units. Maybe little people are fighting, or maybe some people are using a lot of brains and strategies and plannings and all. Then comes the climax. As I told you, it's the highest point of drama, where a lot of main, you know, thing is involved, where you have to, the audience is going to watch this last part and they're going to go, so they have to have an impact about the last part of it. So it has to be a very successful drama when the climax is very beautiful. Now, what is a melodrama? Give example. What do you mean by melodrama? Now, in the melodrama, I hope I should not pile on too much for you all. So I have done climax for you all, critical climax, and then the steps of climax, why climax is important, what is triangular structure of drama, what all things are involved in triangular structure of drama, exposition, development of conflict, the main conflict, and then the climax. So I do not want you all to burden with more topic. So we will be coming to melodrama, and then we'll be going to. Oh, I'll just finish off with the melodrama right now, and then in the next lecture we'll be seeing the one act play, characteristics of one act play, a skit, the difference of theaters and all. All right. So now we'll be doing the melodrama. What do you mean by melodrama? The word itself tells you a lot and lot of drama filled in it. Is known as melodrama. Melodrama is a tragedy, what falls to comedy. It can be called a debased form of tragedy. What do you mean by that? I'll just explain you. Originally, a song was given a prominent place in it, but now it is reserved for a play of a cruelly sensational type. It depends on its physical action for effect. Its characters are mere puppets of the story of crime, revenge, or gambling like farce. Melodrama pays almost no attention to human values, but its object is to give thrill instead of a length. Now, melodrama means to emotionally blame or I'll tell you one word for it: emotional atyachar. Melodrama is actually emotional atyacha. That means it's not real emotions that is going on. Some villain is trying to emotionally blackmail someone to bring him into his trap so that he plays some evil game with that. All right. Maybe some things are showing on, like when they show family drama, right? What melodrama goes on in the middle, where some person goes to the husband and he says something about the wife, and he goes to the wife and says something about the husband, and there's conflict between them. In the end, they come to know what was the reality, and then they are back, right? So it's a melodrama is actually a not a real drama, but it is an artificial emotional atyachar, or you can say emotional blackmailing to the person to bring him into the trap, is known as a melodrama. It can be for crime, it can be for revenge, it can be for gambling, it can be for any other reason, but it is not real emotions. That's known as melodrama. Example, let's see a Webster's play. If you all have watched many plays, you all will understand, because plays have all these effects in it, right? We are all talking about drama and play. Now, the Duchess of Malfi and the Spanish Tragedy. These are the two plays, so interesting, and you'll find all melodrama. So you can watch these plays, you all can watch movies, and you all can understand what is melodrama. There are so many movies which involves melodrama in it, right? So you should know examples. You can take out your own examples from Hollywood, Bollywood movies, but this is all about play. We're talking about drama and play, that is theater play. So I feel that you have to know more about plays rather than movies. I will explain you in a form of movie so that you all understand what the concept is. But when you all are writing in your exams, you all need to know about plays more than movies. All right, students. So I hope this is clear. And what is one act play and all we'll be doing in the coming lecture. I hope you all are clear with the topics that we cleared it today. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care of yourself, take all precautions, and stay home, stay safe.